Hey guys, so today I want to make a very quick video here talking a little bit about the upcoming probably Galaxy Note 3. So it seems like from Korea Times, that kind of news source from Korea, they are saying that from some kind of Samsung official that want to be, anonymous of course, he have said that the Galaxy Note 3 is gonna have a 6.3-inch display, which sounds very much banana, because that's 1 inch bigger than the original Galaxy Note. So, in this video, we are gonna go ahead and talk a little bit about that. So, okay, who am I? Well, I'm a very horny Galaxy Galaxy user. For almost around a year, I've only been using Galaxy phones, and I'm a phone addict. I started to use the Galaxy S2, and I used that one for like 2 months. And then I bought the Galaxy Note when it did come out last year. I used that boy for 6 months, and then the Galaxy S3 came out, and then I used that one for 6 months. And then now, used like 2 or 3 months ago when the Galaxy Note 2 came out, I used that one. So I'm really like deep into the Galaxy world here, so I can't wait to see what Samsung is gonna do with their next Galaxy Note device that probably will be released. And if it's gonna be 6.3 inch, then that's gonna be bananas. That is so huge. But is it too big? That is something that we are gonna go ahead and talk a little bit about. So we have the original Galaxy Note, first Note that came out here. It was a little bulky and stuff like that, and then but it worked. It was amazing. It was the first kind of phone that was extremely big, and the first phone that had this kind of phablet experience. Some people doesn't even call it a phone. I think that's pretty awkward because you can have it in your pocket and you can call with it. But that one was something that was so amazing when I bought it. It was like revolutionary. It was amazing. I have the boy over here, as you can see. Still have the original Note boy over here, and it's still awesome. But of course, with the latest Android update, it's not as quick and everything. And of course, softwares and apps and everything gets updated to new high-end phones, and then it gets kind of slow on this device. But it's still an amazing smartphone. It was oh my god, it was so cool. This phone is dope because of the big screen. The first time you browse on a 5-inch device, it is so amazing. So then when the Galaxy Note 2 came out, I was kind of worried that the screen would be too big. Because it was already 5.3 inch here on the original Galaxy Note. So I was like, if Samsung's gonna produce this 5.5 inch display that's a little bigger than the original Note, how am I gonna use that? Is it gonna be too big? Because this one was kind of wide, and the buttons weren't really optimized exactly for where you have your hands. As you can see, the power button over here is a little bit too high up there, and also the buttons here on the side, they are also a little bit too high to reach here with my hands. I have to adjust them. So I was very worried when the Galaxy Note 2 came out that it would feel a little weird, feel too big. But then I got the Galaxy Note 2, as you can see over here. This is the Galaxy Note 2, and I have it right here. It's my main phone right now, and I can't believe it. Like, they made the screen bigger, but the phone feels smaller in your hand, just because they didn't make the display they didn't make the phone wider, so it's very easy to hold like this, to have a grip on the device, and it's a little longer. But I don't really care. I mean, it's really all about the grip, how you can hold the device. And also you can see here that they optimize where you have your hands. You can see it's perfectly located here for my my thumb here to turn the display off and on. And then you can also go ahead and see here that it's way better up here with the volume buttons. So this device really feels way more slimmed down. Now, what about the Galaxy Note 3? If it's gonna go from a Galaxy Note 2 that's 5.5 inch big to a Galaxy Note 3 that could be 6.3 inch big, because it seems like Samsung is working on the display that is kind of like that big. How is that gonna work out? How big is the display going to be? Well, it seems like on Pocket now, some guy have said how big this display would be if it would be 6.3 inch. And this is basically how big this whole piece of white here that I have, put put out from a computer. It's kind of like how big the display would be. Only the display, not the whole phone, okay? Be aware of that. So this would be how big the display would be. And if we go ahead and just put it side by side here, you know, next to those other devices, you know, let's say that the new Galaxy Note 3 has almost like an edge-to-edge screen, and maybe these capacitive touch buttons and the hardware button is built into, you know, the software, or built into the display. And let's say that the phone gets a little bit wide, a little bit, you know, longer here, because you know, you need to have the camera there on the front side. Sure, it's going to be a little bit longer here, and let's say it's almost edge to edge. So let's say it's a tiny bit wider. Let's go ahead and put it on top here. It seems like it could be almost like the original Galaxy Note, smartphone. If it's almost an edge to edge smartphone. But also, let's say that the phone also is thinner. So let's say it's only like it's only half of this thickness. Then I mean, like, it will be kind of easy to grip in the hand, which of course will be amazing. And also something that we could you know, also speculate about is that, let's say that this phone from Samsung, let's say this Galaxy Note 3 has this kind of flexible display. That basically would mean that they will be able to have a flexible display on the sides, which would make the display, if it would be 6.3 inch, to be kind of the same width as the Galaxy Note 2 has. So this is kind of possible. It's kind of possible to have that also then in your pocket, and it will just be an amazing phone. Now, also some rumors are saying that it could feature you know, Samsung's new Exynos 5. That hopefully the Galaxy S4 also will have, and this kind of octa processor, which basically means that it will have an 8-core processor. Now, be aware of that you won't be able to use all the cores at the same time, but it's going to be like a big little configuration. So that basically means that, let's say when you're not using your phone, the device can, you know, use 4 of those little cores. So, you know, it will save power, because from what I've heard, and also in terms of battery, that when you have more cores, it's like better, because then 2 cores doesn't have to work that much. When you have more 4 cores, they all, you know, help each other out. So I can't wait to see, and I actually think that a 6.3 inch almost edge to edge Galaxy Note 3 really could be amazing. I mean, just imagine this big fat display. I mean, like, you can see it, you know, let's say it's, you know, of course it has to have like a body, the phone. It can't just be a display. It could almost be a display, maybe in Galaxy Note 4, but it doesn't really feel like we're there right now. But it could really be amazing, like when you have the device, if it's extremely thin as well. I mean, like, it's gonna be amazing. I mean, like, it's kind of going to replace tablets, because when you have such a big display, you know, you can throw your phone. You can, I mean, just imagine watching movies on this massive kind of display here. I mean, like, it's gonna be amazing. Like, just imagine games on this big fat display. If it's gonna be 6.3 inch, that is gonna be sweet. So just my quick little video here talking a little bit about the Galaxy Note 3, and one would be kind of expecting this device for probably late 2013. So I mean, you know, maybe 9 or like 8 to 9 extra months, and then we might be able to see an amazing 6.3 inch Galaxy Note 3. Do you want that? I do want that, and I can't wait to see it. People, I can't wait to see it. It's going to be amazing, and I really do hope that it has this kind of huge display, and I really do hope that Samsung make it almost like edge to edge, and also really hope that it's going to be a lot thinner, but still have that kind of S Pen. It could really be amazing. Really be amazing. Yeah, peace out.